All right, welcome back to Good Morning Football. The great thing about the NFL celebrating season 100 is that they get legendary teammates together. And when you do that, you have moments like this. Check it out.
Harry and myself, we had a little disagreement and we fell out of friendship. When I was inducted into the Hall of Fame, I didn't invite him.
No, you didn't.
But he came anyway.
I came.
He was there.
That's right. You know, we had something. I love this man. You know, everybody calls him LT. I call him Lawrence Taylor.
I'll tell you what, best football friend you could ever have. Yeah.
And
he can play a little bit too.
You know what I love about that moment? We live in a day and age where football players, they're afraid to show their emotions. And I feel like most men should. And in that moment, we got to see the raw feelings between teammates and what that relationship was like. And we were just flies on the wall of a very powerful moment. What was that like?
You know, Harry's is one of my closest friends. He's one of my biggest cheerleaders.
Yeah.
You know, he's a great guy, and we have respect for each other.
That's awesome.
I tell you what, man. Hey, that boy right there, he can play some football. He can play.
Lawrence, let's go to one of your moments of triumph. Super Bowl 21.
Okay.
It's you versus the young John Elway, Giants,
Okay.
Broncos. Tell us about that game and how big was it for you to get that ring?
That was the first Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know what? That year, I gotta say, we were the best team in the NFL. I mean, nobody. After the Minnesota game, nobody played with us. Nobody played with us. I mean, we lost our first game. We lost to Dallas the first game, and then we lose our seventh game.
Okay.
Seventh game. And then it looked like we was going to lose to Minnesota, and we end up having a great play by Phil Simms and the wide receiver, and we went. And then from that game on, nobody played with us. We were the best team in the league. Nobody. Hey, listen, guy, you start the game, first quarter. By the third quarter, man, we sitting in the stands. Nobody played with us.
Yeah.
We were good.
You were very good, and you won 2 titles with Bill Parcells. I feel like you're very much linked with him if you think about your greatness and what you were on the field. So what was your relationship like with him, and how did it sort of evolve in life and on the field?
Bill Parcells, I'm going to tell you something. You know, even though you look at a guy like Bill Belichick, who probably will go down as the greatest coach of all time, you know, and you can't take it away from him.
Right.
Bill Parcells will always be in my number one.
Really?
Best coach, because I mean, Coach, he made me want to play. I mean, even every year, there's during the season, there's times when you just don't want to do it no more. You just don't want to do it.
Phil Simms said he's a motivator, master motivator.
Yeah, he's a motivator, all right. But sometimes you just don't want to do it. And he finds a way to turn that switch. We used to go to away games, and he'd have his little sheet, and he'd be calling off names. Roll call.
Yeah.
LT, you here? I might be in my. Yeah, Coach, I'm here. He said, "Let's go, bus driver. We got enough to win."
That's it.
That fires me up. That fires me up.
We do this Belichick sit down with Collinsworth and Rich Eisen were there, and Belichick shared a story about maybe some of the team meetings you weren't as engaged with it. Belichick, Parcells in those rooms, you're in the classroom listening to them. The impact that you three had on defensive football. Do you realize the legacy that you guys left on just how you changed the game as a unit, the three of you guys?
No, I'm waiting for the check, though.
Okay. Changing the game check.
But, right. No, but I'll tell you what, Parcells, great coach. Belichick, you get over his early days, but you look at him now and you just look at his amazement, what he has achieved in over the years. Because 20 years ago we would never have thought that. But right now, I mean, he's going to be the best that ever, and he deserves it because he's a workaholic now. And I gotta go say this one thing: I have never, ever been on a Bill Belichick defense and not gone into a game totally prepared. All right, he will prepare you. I mean, you never have to worry about going into a game and not knowing what the hell you're doing.
Lawrence, we appreciate you. We got to go real quick, but I have to ask you this question. What advice would you give to 22-year-old self, but more importantly, the 22-year-old athlete that is about to start this NFL journey, as you know, could bring a lot to your life, not just on the field, but personally?
You know what? I look at it, if I had a chance to do it all over again, how I would do things, because back in the day when we were fancy free, we didn't really care. It was like a gladiator sport, man. Hey, I'm a gladiator. It comes out, or I do my tasks on Sunday, and then Monday I reap my rewards. And so, hey, it's a different type of sports now. Hey, you need not just bronze, you need brains. And if you think you can do it all by yourself, you can't. You need help. You need help. You need friends. You need help, and you need people that you can trust. And that's just on a Monday. Okay. All right.
Great advice, man. Lawrence, I appreciate your transparency and honesty. Thank you so much for joining us. Lawrence Taylor, absolute legend. Great advice. Great advice.
More Good Morning Football on the way. Let's check in the newsroom with Will Selva. He's in Culver City to take it away. Will?
All right. Thank you, Kay. Guys, great having LT there in studio. Love hearing those stories. Well, the 49ers win at New Orleans certainly came at a cost on Sunday. Their injury report is a lengthy one, so here goes. Quarterback Richard Sherman is now dealing with the right hamstring strain. Head coach Kyle Shanahan says Sherman will likely miss a couple of weeks. Emmanuel Mosley is likely to fill the void for Sherman. Sherman has 3 picks, 11 pass breakups to go along with 53 combined tackles. Fellow defensive back K'Wan Williams is in concussion protocol. Now, like Sherman, defensive end Dee Ford will miss some time with his own right hamstring injury. He, in fact, re-aggravated it in the win after playing just 4 snaps. The hammy had previously caused him to miss weeks 12 and 13. Shanahan says Ford is expected to miss at least 3 weeks. And perhaps the worst of them all, center Weston Richburg is out for the season with a torn patella tendon. Richburg suffering the injury during the 4th quarter. He played a dozen games last season with a torn quadriceps. If you're Shanahan, you just want to look away from that injury report.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, it was a huge win, and we enjoyed that a ton, obviously. But, some mixed feelings today, with some of these injuries, which is tough. And, especially losing Richburg for the year. The other guys got some serious ones, too. Hopefully we can keep playing well so we can give them a chance to come back and help us if we can make our season longer than 3 games.
And safety Jaquaski Tart dealing with broken ribs. Of course, Quan Alexander out for the season with a torn pec, and yet they're still 11-2. We'll still come here on Good Morning Football. Who will take home the fiery crown this week? Inquiring minds want to know. There it is. They can wear that beautiful crown. That's up ahead on the other side. Stay with us.